Come one, come all. The night show will begin shortly. Oops. Oh yeah, I know the mic is working. But yeah, if anyone is curious what happened with that, that was just the unfortunate fact of I myself was watching a stream earlier and never turned it off. Or turned off my volume. Supporting a friend, legendary Dairy Bard herself. But yeah, we'll begin shortly. We'll begin in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the night show. I'm your host, your grand MC, your night of entertainment. The one, the only, TK Diz, Isaac, Wisdom, and Orion. You know what you can call me. I am your night host. The one who reads the night tome, who travels through this kingdom of Titania to push back the sun and put a smile on everyone's faces. And here we are. I hope we're ready to. Ooh, looks like we're not getting better gear there, but I don't mind that because. You guys ready? Well, first, let's go do an outfit change. Well, transmog. But it's time to continue our remix. Which means, well, here's what we can do. We can do the two sets of world quests because let's be honest, I am not still not going to do. I've never done anything with the Nightfallen. I was hoping with how the Legion remix would go. Heck, but I'm just looking to see what we got. And these shouldn't hopefully take too long. Eh, well, let's do the world quests. Why not? I mean, especially let's make sure our gear is high enough for our. I mean, I know our gear should be high enough for Argus, but let's do some world quests. Why not? Oh, we should actually go get that too. I should have done it the other way around. Eh. You learn some, you don't. That's. Although I won't. Ooh, Lost Legion Infernal. Damn. Ooh, there's one right there. We're totally gonna have to fight that real quick because I want to see what happens. Now, where's the guy I'm looking for? Oh, yeah. Supplies from the Dreamweavers. Hero, your dedication to defending Val Shara has given us much needed respite from the vile influence of the Legion. We were able to scavenge some supplies as a result of your efforts. Here, take them, and know that should you continue to aid us, we will set aside more rewards such as this as we find them. I still love this, even though it's not as useful as it used to be. I have no idea what this is supposed to do. Oh, alright. Let's go see if we can't join other players in killing that. Sure, we do have a quest that requires that. But there is a reason I want to go to that. Come on. As far as I can tell, I don't think any players are actually killing him. Let's go. Death. I never did finish that quest. Alright, let's go actually do the side quest we were working on. Hopefully we'll find more when we get the chance. Oh, that probably just carrying over from that. Oh, well, we can get one while we're here. I think I'm 90% sure all these quests should be not too hard to do. Plus, hey, we can show off our power increase. Boom, there's one. Perfect. Let's fly to the nearest flight master. If it isn't too far, we'll go over there, which will also help us do the battleship because the one thing that's always nice about wardens, the zone you're in also helps. I have to pass the flight master. How long supposed we go? I kind of miss how Legion did it with the World Quest. Some people might have said it might have been too easy, but there was just a practicality in it. Plus, hell, I will admit, I did it with Battle of Azeroth, Legion. I want to say Shadowlands as well. I literally, actually no, Shadowlands. I don't think had that difference in reputations. I can't check up here. Did it? I feel like I did Shadowlands at World Quest a lot as well. I don't remember reading my rep that much in Shadowlands. Let me just those stuff. I don't know. Maybe that was just with factions and all that, because the covenants and everything else was different. But yeah, I did world quests over and over, and that the repetitiveness Day after day, doing 4 every day when I could. I raised my rep to Exalted. I got Paragon. Like, yeah. I don't know. Well, sure, the game still has world quests here, and I've done them before over and over, but I feel like it's closer just to note that it's just how. But yeah. But we should be landing soon. All right. Let's get on our unholy mount. Kill, kill, kill. You know what? Let's free some prisoners while we're here. Gotta fly around, find some cages, and free them. Plus, let's not forget the high mountain. Didn't they're gonna be horde members after this, so yeah, can respect them. Plus, I mean, it also helps with our goal. We're trying to do 4 and 4, so you could just have avoided this, mate. You got involved. All right. Do we have another warden one? Uh, so I'm not seeing another warden, but we can at least get something for doing this. Might as well, while we're here, get the other 4 or 2. The sound of the horn. None of us can attack yet. Well, you're in the Halls of Valor. I totally didn't mean to do that, but fuck it. You went and faced your destiny. Ah, now someone else summoned it. Well, this quest is always insane because someone is always causing 4 to be summoned, so it always goes so quickly. Doesn't say a word. Could have said something, because guess what? You died. Yo, who keeps summoning the Doom Guard? We can't leave. Alright, now moving on. Let's go destroy some portals. So I only have one thing to tell you guys. The cake is a lie. The fact that he refers to it as his brood even makes it even more like, yeah, this is. So, but he's not the patriarch, the matriarch. No. Hey, wait your time. Now for the final portal. Got it down. Mount up. What do you know? That's all four. Ah, I got dismounted. I was never on my mount. Whatever, I can kill these guys nice and quick. Now we have four. Turn this in, then fly, find our next two spots for the wardens, and then we'll go back to Argus. The Valadrar. Valadrar, thank you. Alright, now what do you got for me, wardens? Time to fly. Alright. Let us find us the devouring darkness. That's the one thing. For the keep track of harpy activity. But they knew they attacked here first, so they would not see the main attack and warn the village. My wife and I live peacefully on the summit, but they injured me and took my life. I fear they will strike again for my son, and I will not be able to. I think I hear them coming. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Maybe this will lead us to our quest. I don't know. You really thought that was going to be enough to kill me? That's not even clever what you did. Okay, so it was not her. Well, we still probably got something fun from killing. What is this? The arrow starts being unclear where I'm actually supposed to go. Because I think I even like I'm apparently supposed to go up. Oh, where? That's what bugs me about this quest. If I remember correctly, I'm supposed to find some candles somewhere or something. Problem is, I don't know where I'm going. It's not here. Don't think it's in this building. So that doesn't make sense. I don't know. You know what? Let's go do it. Go to another area. I don't. This is kind of just bugging me. No, let's go there. I'll get into way more fights too. Oh, I'm undead, so why do I care? Well, I still have to get the DLC. Then again, I'm not even sure how far I am in Legends. Though I can't imagine I'm too far behind. I mean, there's only so many ranks we can still do, but hey, we've got plans, and I ain't rushing, trying to rush through the game. Oh, I killed your matriarch. Right, that's the patriarch. Remember when I did this on my mage? This is a very going very differently for these guys. But to be fair, these are two way different classes. I'm a tank spec where I'm in heavy plate. My mage was cloth and only could take so much. Cut. Just to do two fun things. And to make this go a little quicker. Boom. Now, let's do not that. Oh no, that was what I wanted, it just wasn't the right thing. No, let's figure out actually where we're gonna go, because yeah, I don't want to continue. Let's see what else is open. See, a lot of them are. What else do we got? Okay, so it looks like a lot of them are boss fights. Bucket. Come on. Alright, let's see if we can't find a group. Not. Well, we're a tank class, so hopefully we can handle whatever the hell we're fighting. If not, maybe some other NPCs will come. You're not my opponent. Or are you? No, no, my opponent is right there. You are. No. Yay, NPC back, or not NPC, other player back up. Man, everyone's joining in. Did it. So we can delist this group. No longer needed. We'll fly north for the Flight Master. We'll turn in this quest, and then we're going to go to Argus. Not going to miss it this time. We fly. And there's our landing. Let's turn in for the Wardens. The Wardens. The Wardens, thank you. Also, I should probably be actually taking in some of this loot. We collected a lot. Shoot, because we are still getting good shit. Kinda. We can wait to do anything. Alright. Let's see. Did we collect anything else? Did we max out anyone else? No, the Vetajar. Let's go fly back to them, and then we're gonna head back to Dalaran. I will admit, Stormhelm has one of my favorite storylines, but I'll be honest, I think only one I was tired was High Mountain. I did get tired of all of them, to be honest. All right. Eyes from the Aljar. Greetings, little hero. The mighty Odin has proclaimed that you should receive these gifts of war. At every turn, you continue to prove your valor, and your efforts to aid the Valar have not gone unnoticed. For the Valar, for Odin, for Chronodro! All right. We collected everything we were. I don't like the name fights. All right. We did everything we needed to do before returning to Argus. To Argus! But first, the Death Run! All right. Go here. All right. Now, time. We fight the Burning Legion. But let's collect some other quests that we have forgotten to grab. We've been presented with a rare opportunity. Our scouts have spotted two Shivar priestesses in the western Fell Pools, enhancing the Legion's war effort. The inner circle of cigars is chosen never leave the walls of Antorius. If we take them out, we might be able to sow fear among those close to the Dark Titan. Air are adept at manipulating the Fel that courses through this world. Those who do not shape it into living weapons build other armaments like the Spires of Woe. Spires will make it difficult for even a small force to penetrate the main stronghold. We must dismantle enough of them to clear the way before we advance upon it. Who wants to become a demon hunter? Probably should have made those jokes earlier, but let's be honest, now we're really hunting the demons. Yeah, bot. So that's gonna give me the Falcars. Hey, we got it so good. We got three. Can only hold two though. Yep, Legion remix. We're going through Argus. Also, welcome to this stream. But you've been on the stream before, haven't you? There's mobile not telling me for your first time. Let's see, where's my opponent? Oh, welcome to our show. I hope you enjoy. Yeah, I've been kind of focusing on Legion remix for a while since the damn thing has come up. I think I have one of almost every class now on remix. Most of them maxed out. I just finished the Rogue class campaign. Oh, I'm on an alt. I'm working towards getting the mount. Have you gone through Legion remix? When Legion first came out, I did admittedly try to play most of them. Shit, how many mounts am I at? I know I have the Blazing Fellhawk. Actually, I gotta look that up. Oh, well, I'm almost to 300. Excuse me. Uh, I was originally going to just make one or maybe a couple just for the stream, but we have yet to actually finish Crota Draw. No war is won by a single act, but without the spires protecting them, the rest of the hold will fall as well. But then I saw it's kind of been a lot easier to do the class campaigns. Impressive. Without the Shipra boasting their strength, we might stand a chance. Where was I? But yeah, I saw it's kind of a lot easier to do the class dungeon, so I've been kind of running through everyone and trying to finish the campaigns. Remember? Immaculate? Yes, this is it. Thanks to your efforts, our enemy is in disarray and their defenses are inoperable. We must take the ground at the Spire's base and tighten the noose around the commander's neck. You have more than earned the honor to take the Warframe into battle. We will follow your lead once the way is clear. Well, hey, you got time. Plus, the more you level with time runners, the more time runners you level, the more easier you can say. Because especially if you keep getting the strands. Same. I made a deep Death Knight. Although I do have one of every class as well. Yep. Got to go for that tanking spec. Although I'm a blood elf actually instead of Blood Alpha. Yeah, but I'm a Blood Elf, not a Goblin. I did Goblin just for Legion Remix because I'm kind of working towards getting the hair armor, and my robe just wasn't good enough. Although, honestly, my Goblin robe could also have just been because I started just trying to do tricks to level, so his gear was probably way behind. But hey, whatever works, whatever works. Now, I gotta start closing the rifts. I'm so focused on killing the demons, I forgot to close the rifts. That's not actually letting me heal, is it? But yeah. What about you? What race is your DK? Oh no! Oh, thankfully we just dwarf. Alright. I heard you can make Wildhammer dwarf skins as like a transmog instead of making another race, which I can honestly I can see maybe why Blizzard did that because as much as we say like we want to make all these other races, some of them are just kind of a little repetitive. Hmm. At least they're giving at least some representatives. I would say this: if they really don't have enough to make another like whole race out of it, like that's fine. I can see why Blizzard might not want to jump to making like a whole new. Can I not? Is this not the portal? Yes. So I'm surprised what became the Allied race in Midnight. I was not expecting them to go the what was it? Harden? Ah, fuck what it's called. I don't remember what they're called. It's a weird distinction, but I can see why they'd make a distinction. Like, to be fair, what difference would a Wildhammer dwarf be? Well fought. Now for the commander. Nord that rules over this whole horde as thanks to his role in delivering Argus to the Legion many years ago. Make no mistake, he is powerful, but he is also grown overconfident in his seats. Take advantage of the hubris and make use of the Warframe's firepower while you can. We will storm the courtyard shortly. Yeah, that's something I wasn't expecting them to make a race, an allied race. Especially, correct me if I'm wrong, isn't Midnight focused on elves? I'm just gonna die. I mean, and then technically, which maybe they are type elves. I mean, I just feel like that race is so hasn't been gone into. Were they? I'll be honest, I don't pay attention to every little Blizzard news. I mean, I can see actually maybe I guess I could see maybe in the last zone I kind of introduced that one, which I guess makes sense. Was it? Interesting. I will say it kind of felt the kind of weirdly out of place because what did that have to do with Dornagal? But I don't mind it. I didn't think it was that bad. Mm. I mean, hell, with the problem they had, is anyone even landing a blow on this guy? I don't think we're technically supposed to be attacking this guy. Well, it looks like someone's gotten damage on it. Oh no, it's because there's an NPC. Eh. How'd I dismount? I don't know what's going on here. I feel like something's wrong here. Hey, I would be against returning to midnight at Northrend. Especially, we kind of need to follow up on the whole no Lich King anymore. I mean, I know Shadowlands wasn't well liked, but I at least think there could be more they could do with it than just tossing it aside. But yeah, I'm not really against the whole World Soul saga and them splitting into three, especially. I wouldn't be against that either. I would love them to explore what we like, explore more with the Scourge, explore more with the Lich King. Hell, I would love for the Knights of the Ebon Blade to get more love. That was a fun group. Oh no, what makes me sad is we were already getting Midnight stuff like pre-patch. And correct me if I'm wrong, Midnight's not dropping until freaking March. Like, I want more Midnights. The little teaser quest ain't enough for me. Like, I want to see more. Give me more. Wow. But yeah, March. Ugh. But yeah, I don't know if I put the Ebon Blade in mine, but I do. But yeah, like them, especially there's characters I would love to see more. Like how is fucking White Mane doing as a Death Knight? Well, Taurus. I think I am exalted with. I might not have been exalted with the Knights of Ebon Blade at that point. Damn, we kicked ass. That was intense. I will be honest. I have never. I don't let this play out before I do anything. I have heard some things with Midnight that actually do make me. I'm curious to see what they're gonna go. Like for example, Alaria, his role. But I also will admit, I hope we also get to see more Sylvanas, because I'll be honest, Battle of Azeroth and Shadowlands, I was not a fan of what they did to her character. Lord of the Spire. By the light. That's gonna keep happening every time we have a quest from him. Forming a bond. Now it's been thoroughly tested, I will direct our artificers to energize the Warframe once more, so you may call it into battle. If you wish, you may select it at the Matrix core at your leisure. Eh. Okay, that does not tell me how far I am. Honestly do not remember where I am in Legion. Floating ruin. We knew that the Legion would be formidable foe, but recent events demonstrate that we do not possess the necessary strength to continue. We have come too far to fall at this critical moment. I know of a relic on Eridath, my ancient home, that may be our salvation. We must take the Vinicar beyond the surface of Argus, to the floating room suspended above us. Perhaps there we will find the salvation we so desperately need. Okay, maybe we're farther. I'm gonna let it play. I'm gonna let the conversation play out. That what keeps giving him his visions to see the future? Okay, now he's not done talking. Let's go. Which makes me think I'm actually... Was I not supposed to do that? Oh, now it worked the way I needed to. Lovely. Hell, I hope we get to see more of this character in Midnight too. Fucking Dreadlord of Light! Well, I heard Shadowlands make some things about the Dreadlords that I think, honestly, I'm not okay with. Look, how do you pronounce your name? Cat Rock? Oh, what do you think of Shadowlands? I know it's a very controversial expansion. Bellen's gaze is drawn to the ruins spread out before him. I am home. Aedreth, the Jewel of Argus. The shattered ruins below us is all that remains of Aedreth. We call it the Jewel of Argus. Keg Rock. Ah, right. If I mispronounce your name, I apologize. Sometimes names can trip me up. Shattered ruins below us is all that remains of Aedreth. There's also... Ah. Yeah. I mean, I would be honest, I don't think you missed too much with Shadowlands. It, well, had an interesting concept. I feel like they went too big with Shadowlands. Like, describing something, the big bad is apparently Titan plus plus. I think literally Shadowlands as its idea of an expansion, it fell apart because it still was going off the idea of them having to write by their pants because the original writer, was a very bad man and left them with holding a bag that he didn't plan himself. Oh, yeah, I feel like I did read this. Wait, I want to let Ben's. Yeah. I will admit, I was excited for Shadowlands, but yeah, at the end of the day, wasn't really that interesting. Uh, then, shall we continue? Cutscene? I mean, I'll give Battle of Azeroth was also not the... Like, Battle of Azeroth was bad as well, but I feel like that's more because the writers failed to give the storyline they promised us, and instead kind of... What's the word? And still went for the bad and dark. But again, I wonder if that's, again, failure because, well, they didn't really give us. They were left. And here's the thing: I do think the Battle for Azeroth, their zones were cool. Even especially the Alliance zones. I will admit, like I played through as Alliance as well, and I thought they were pretty kind of cool areas. But Battle for Azeroth, I will admit, I think the problem is because it. Again, I do wonder if it's because the writer himself, like the writer beforehand, like literally screwed us over. Yeah, like I said, I think that's the problem. Shadowland, Battle for Azeroth, it went for the. Oh no, they do. I'm especially tired of it, especially when they retcon things to blame the Horde for it. For example, the Alliance Horde War did not start because of Garrosh in Cataclysm, and while technically yes, Sylvanas started the war in in Battle of Azeroth, she did have to make some points that the Alliance. Well, actually, not even if you count Battle of Azeroth, but if you forget, Greymane himself was incredibly asshole-ish to the Horde. Plus, honestly, I feel like Sylvanas' heel face turn was really weirdly done, which is saying something when you remember that she was the token evil teammate of a pretty honorable group, which is saying something that the token evil teammate. Plus, yeah, I feel like her turn to evil was, I don't, I can't say I agree with a lot of that. Especially, trolls were always Horde. Like, we can say they should never have joined the Alliance, but they've always been Horde. Night Elves, I can't make a claim for they would be either side, but I can see why they would have been given to the Alliance. Plus, if they didn't give the Night Elves to the Alliance, that means Horde literally would have been all Kamendor. Plus, I can see why the Blood Elves wouldn't really join the Alliance. Tauren, eh. Tauren were Horde from Warcraft 3, I can see that. But honestly, I don't think that was any inconsistency with the character's race joins. Honestly, for me, I think more. Well, no, especially we were built with that story. I can also see from Frozen Throne why the Blood Elves would have joined the Alliance because they were literally betrayed. Plus, also don't forget the original thing with the Blood Elves. This was only supposed to be convenience. Plus, they were connected because of the Forsaken, which was led by their Ranger General. So I can see why they would go with the Horde. They do, but these are not the same kind of trolls, anyways. Plus, again, it was convenience, and then they decided, you know what? We're in it for the long haul. I remember reading once time, why did Worgans get the Alliance? When people forgot, the Worgen were literally. Well, it was the Tauren's compassion that did it, so I can't make a claim against that. As if the battle never ceased. How long have they suffered like this? Defenseless and afraid. Excuse me? I'm not sure what you mean by that, but I feel like we've also maybe gotten a little off topic. Because my point was, I think, just Battle for Azeroth, it kind of went all over the place. It didn't really get us the Gray versus Gray story they promised. And honestly, I thought even with the way that Sylvanas ended up kind of seemed inconsistent, especially for facts like the fact that apparently this was the jailer's plan and she's working for the jailer, but she didn't really exactly seem happy. She became leader of the Horde. So I don't know. To me, it just seemed like, I don't know. It felt all over the place. And again, I do think it happened because the writer who beforehand who was writing the Blade storyline had been want to do something incredibly shocking, but he didn't go any farther than the shocking moment and left them with basically notes, so they had to scramble. This is the battle that raged while I awaited the Genadar. So many ran to join me, but Kil'jaeden inspired still more to stand in their way. My people were slaughtered without mercy. To cover our retreat, I ordered for this arena's defense to be activated. It is clear that they were unable. Turn the tide in this battle to give these spirits rest. We must do what they could not. Find a way to activate the pylons. 4 roll average that time. Still missing what you mean, but no big deal. The Argonite Matrix has powered this part of Erdath that was shattered by a hulking beast. We have never seen another like him. He was called Khazad-dûm. And why do I feel like that's a Lord of the Rings reference? He was the most faithful servant of the Legion. He volunteered to undergo an experiment transformation to become the first of his kind. His arrival was the end of this battle. As the prize, he took the Argonite Keystone from the Shattered Matrix. Take it back, and we can finally end this bloodshed. Why the hell is she the Flight Master? Oh no, I would definitely say WoW is definitely one of those series that it's the series that gives shout outs to many, many things. I mean, I know this is my first time streaming WoW, and I will admit the World of Warcraft stream I was supposed to go over here, wasn't I? Man, when my map doesn't let me see what I'm supposed to, but I think it's just because I'm clicking the wrong spots. It did. Despite how everyone says, "Oh, WoW sucks now." I mean, we have how many expansions for a reason? Not what I meant to do. Okay, I gotta be very careful and make sure I'm going at the right thing here, because I I'm supposed to be able to charge them. That's what I'm missing. Honestly, I don't care for a lot of the WoW sucks. Like, WoW arguments, especially I feel like it's people who are complaining that it sucks, but still say like the game plays, or they're just upset like, certain aspects they think are overdone or they don't care for. Like, well, I'll admit there are some aspects I do think that WoW really needs to stop doing. Again, like I'll admit, the Horde being evil, no. It's that's tiresome. That's especially it's just especially as they say, oh, there's not supposed to be any evil factions in the playable races or stuff like that. Or like this is gray versus gray. Well, give us gray versus gray. You give me horde bias. I'm like, mate, when was the last time you heard an alliance member actually fully be evil? Man, I don't even know with stuff like that. I don't know. Then again, I don't mess around with add-ons too much. Mostly the only add-ons I do are fast guild invite, and that's only just because I feel if I didn't, my guild would rarely do ever any actual recruiting. I don't know. I don't know. When I hear WoW sucks, I almost half the time want to just tune it out. I mean, I will admit, yes, there are some things that are bad. Bad. Like, I will admit, Shadowlands, I think they went too big with Shadowlands Villain. Again, tell me Titan Plus, or Titan Plus Plus with the Jailer. Okay, no. I'm sorry, especially Titans are supposed to be like the biggest big bads. Not big bads. I wouldn't. Okay, I'm not gonna even. Do not start with me on Jaina's the bad alliance character. Which the thing with Jaina, my problem is they took her in such a way that it just was an insult to the character that we that a lot of people, especially who played from Warcraft, would see and care for. Like Jaina, yeah, sure, maybe less pacifist Jaina, but to be fair, I don't even think it's just the actor. I think they went too big with it, and then it seemed more like the show. Again, the fact that apparently one of the big bad was apparently tight someone stronger than a Titan. I mean, that's when I hear Titan plus plus. I think someone's more powerful than a Titan. I mean, like Aren't Titans literally some of the biggest bads on the damn, or not biggest bads? I keep saying biggest bads, not because I'm thinking of Sargeras, but like some of the most powerful creatures in the world. Like they created Azeroth. Literally, Azeroth having a Titan soul is supposed to be insane. So I don't know. Hearing someone's like, "Oh, apparently the big is like even more stronger than them." I don't know. It just seems weird. Plus, honestly, the story kind of seemed all over the place. Like, what was the jailer's goal? What was his plan? Especially like they had to reconcile like his. Oh, there's a bigger bad, even worse than him. Is he supposed to be stronger? Because I thought the whole thing with the Void Lords, it's not that they're more on the equal level of the Titan, but you also don't want to lose them to weak. It is a real creep. I don't know. You gotta be careful with power creep, but like I get it. We also need to keep going over bigger and bads, but like I don't know. I feel like so. Excuse me. Like sometimes I think. But then even in other aspects, I also do feel like. Oh, it turns out. Excuse me, I need a tissue. I'm not sure. I don't remember every little thing said about him, but I know he was strong enough to destroy our world. Which, okay, that's not okay. Maybe outside of the universe, but at least correct me if I'm wrong. That's true with all Void Lords. The Void can only show up with a certain amount of level of their power. Well, their fear isn't also just a Void Lord coming and destroying everything. It's also them corrupting, which see that makes more sense to me. To me, this dude is apparently as strong as a Titan, which especially I don't feel like they properly explain the Shadowlands. Because isn't the Shadowlands supposed to be connected to the world that like Azeroth and everything is? Because I don't know, a lot of it just seems all over. Then I also don't feel like the Dreadlords were being revealed turns out to be from the Shadowlands, anything particular. Especially they kind of, since are mostly consistent with the Burning Legion. It seemed a weird place, but excuse me. Sorry, my asthma's acting up a little bit. I think the temperatures are getting worse and worse at night, so the colder air is getting me to cough. But yeah, see, that at least feels better than, again, the jailer being this cosmic, big, more powerful than a Titan, like even more powerful than that. I don't know. It just felt weird to me, and especially since the whole point was it seemed like somebody's, I don't know. From when I saw the jailer, it just wasn't enough. The tide is turning. We must press onward. Please, they shouldn't be made to suffer any longer. Yeah, see, that doesn't make. Especially, I don't mind the idea multi of the could come, but the fact that it just seemed like it seems to be connected to even more than just freaking Azeroth. Like apparently the Nazarene were from there, which seems weird. I don't know. To be fair, I'm not saying that the jailer is the one who said that. I feel like that was apparently one of the Blizzard, like in game makers, or I don't know. Not. Then again, I could also be. I mean, I'm just reading that remembering from reading that. I think from TV tropes, which can also say bullshit. I cannot right every wrong that has happened here, but this is a comfort nonetheless. Thank you, Cotodrell. Constance raining down. We have everything we need. In that clip above, you will find the shadow remains of the Arcanite Matrix. Replace the keystones with Replacing the keystones will restore it to full capacity. The pylons you activated will then be able to repel those who still hunt my people. As long last, this battle will be over. I hope it will bring them peace. I kind of wouldn't be against that. I mean, there were aspects of the Shadowlands I liked, but overall, I will admit the Shadowlands was not my favorite expansion. I will only say one good thing I'm glad they did with the Shadowlands is they're not too focused. They didn't kill off Sylvanas. Again, like I said, I thought her heel face turn was poorly done, filled with retcons, because again, they were left with a bag and they had to think of something. What the hell did we get in this? Are they are they referencing it in Midnight more? I'll be honest, I haven't done shit with a beta for Midnight, so I don't know. Consecrating ground. Then veered at you, troubled. Veers at you. The path forward. Then stares beyond the arena for a moment, for a time. We must continue on, but I feel Edorath is far from finished with us. We should take advantage of this relatively safely. Yeah, please no spoilers. Well, I will say I'm not surprised to see they're referencing Shadowlands because I don't know, Sylvanas. The brief coming back to Sylvanas we saw in the Erastar quest line. Well, I hope they address something and make it maybe more. I don't know. Improve on what things were with the Shadowlands because I will. I'm curious. I'm curious about what Sylvanas brought up. Then stares beyond the arena for a time. We must continue on, but I feel Edorath is far from finished with us. I probably just read that, but we should take advantage of this relatively safety while we still can. I will place a signal beacon that will allow the Vinegar to lock onto our location. Romul will send us our means of returning to the Vinegar if there's a need. I also wonder if we're ever going to see more of the Army of Lights. Also, what the hell is a Lektar? The path forward. The way forward is clear, and we have the Army of Light at our side. Now we may begin our search for the crown. We will start with the fragment Arcanum carried, the signal of awakening. To the east and north, you will find all that remains of the greatest school of magic on Argus. It was there that Archimonde gathered his mastery of the arcane. I think no other place he would stow his treasure. It will be guarded, no doubt. We will leverage the expertise of Fariz, force it here to follow the trail. Yeah, because honestly, the reason I bring up the Army of Light is because again, this was supposed to be like a insane, massive group that Naru were bringing in, but we're mostly just seeing Draenei here. But I feel like maybe that's just what's on Argus, you know? All right, we ride. But yeah, damn, March can't come fast enough because I want more Midnight. But I will say this: I do think the latest WoW expansions have had better storylines. Well, maybe there will be focus because I do. Well, I don't know too much that's happening in Midnight. I did read some forum posts that brought up that do give me an interesting thought of what's going to. I'm actually not sure with Midnight. I do think he's in charge while Anduin was on his journey of recovery. But especially because if you remember, there's usually a time skip between expansions. Then again, maybe with these next three, because how interchangeable they are, maybe there is no time skip. So he's probably, yeah, he is. But I'm curious what they're going to do with Lyra. I hope they're not. I will say this. I kind of like it with. I hope Shadowlands didn't kill off Sylvanas. I do hope they're not going to kill off Illyria because she's an interesting character that, while honestly, you probably get more out of her character if you played Warcraft, maybe 2 and 1. I honestly started with Warcraft 3. Yeah, maybe there isn't, or at least maybe not a massive one. So, I mean, usually the other with other expansions, there's implications, and for sure there is, but maybe with this one there isn't, because these aren't usually so connected per se. So it's hard to say. But most likely, yeah, he is still leading Stormwind. Where was I? Oh yeah, but I do think, like, I do hope, because she was an interesting enough character, and I just hope there's more to her story. Like, it'd be weird just to kill her off. Especially she's had, how much has like she actually had any focus? Then again, I don't know. Sometimes character stories can just end. I'm still upset what they did to Tyrion. I wish they did one with the original idea and brought him back as a Death Knight. This place has a shared secret. Thankfully, I know just enough of them to get us started. Conservation of magic. I have an idea. This construct will be of use to us. We simply need to jolt it awake. We once stored great quantities of energy in conduits throughout the conservatory. They are still functional, but only just. Take this. Chimera hands you a bright glowing crystal. It will provide a small burst of magic that should help stabilize the erratic conduit. Also, I think technically isn't Ilaria the leader of the Void Elves? Or is that technically Magister Umbrecht? I think I have enough storage for 8 or so. Stabilizing a few should allow us to access the whole network. Invasive species. We should seek out an alternate source of energy just in case I'm wrong about the conduits. Lucky enough, I know where we can find one. The Panthara native to Argus are a solitary creature, but it seems whatever magic the Awakeners possesses has drawn them here in great numbers. There's no time to be gentle. Yeah, I don't know. I just hope she's not killed off. Because I feel like there's more to the character. Suppose I would really love to see. Well, she was in training till Legion, and how long has it technically been since the Legion? Slay them and see if you cannot reclaim some of the power they have consumed. Was she in training still? Because technically, didn't she become the Void? Whole thing with the Void. Shit. I don't know. Well, she can't be trained anymore after the war with them. Okay, maybe she was still learning. But I guess maybe I wasn't thinking just training, but she seemed to have somewhat of mastery of power. My only worry with Midnight is I hope we don't make they don't make Zenolith too strong of a character, you know? Because I watched that reveal trailer like, so many times, and to me, like, it just feels like she's kind of overpowered. I mean, sure, we did see what was his name? Baron? I forget. His first name is always so hard to pronounce. Like Lorthamar? Well, I wouldn't mind seeing a true void form. I just hope she's not going to come across overpowered and, like, you know, the whole thing, like, oh, she just mind fucks your mind and then you can't do anything. I don't want her to turn up with with N'Zoth went through. Like he was built up as a character so bad, and like his final defeat just came nothing. Like just felt like all that hype was like whatever. Supposed to be something hunting something else, aren't I? Wait, are you talking about Ilaria? Eh, I used to run a guild named Templars, and then New Templars. Now I run a guild called Dragon Knight Corps, which I admit don't do too much with, but I still like being a guild leader. All right, now let's go hunt these panthers that I only just seem to now notice. They're just not in their zone. Oh, Ilaria. Oh, I wouldn't mind seeing a true void form. Maybe like her an actual void elf form. But then I feel like she just got recently a new sprite. Sprite. Then again, hasn't it been Anduin every single expansion since they updated his model in Cataclysm? He's gotten a new look. So maybe he doesn't need a new. She can. Well, I know you're a dwarf player, so I'm guessing you ain't got any torn rogues. My very first guild, I named it War Elves, and I remember so many times people would give the excuse they didn't want to join because they weren't elves. Like, mate, I didn't give a shit if you were an elf. I don't know. Who knows? I just hope she's not killed off. That's my thing. Give her a decent storyline. Don't just kill her off because it's convenient or there's nothing else you want to say with this character. Like, I'll admit, like, something that was brought up, I didn't remember reading with, like, for Tyrion. His storyline apparently basically ended in the Wrath of the Lich King, but I don't know. I feel like he was done dirty just being killed off. Especially, I feel like a lot of the reason was just I don't know. I hope we don't see an assassination of her character because I don't feel like it's necessary. If you want to do her, maybe she needs to stop relying on the power of the void or some sort of character development. Don't just do it. Don't do like what happened with Jaina, where I will admit, partially, I feel like the issue with her character was she the writers were very inconsistent with her. She went through like what? Oh no, the Horde's not bad. The Horde's not bad. Horde's bad. Horde's bad. Horde bad. Not bad. Horde's bad. Horde's bad. And like that was just like whatever. I don't know. I just give her a more fitting. Don't kill her off. That's my only. Give her a more fitting storyline. Yes, excellent. The continents are back online. The constructs, however, is proving a little more difficult to awaken than I had hoped. I also really hope they don't go again. The Sunwell's gonna get destroyed. Sure, despite the fact, I know the icon has been like a blue Sunwell, but I feel like they literally just repaired Silvermoon. Don't destroy their Sunwell. That was weird. I'd not imagine the final product would be so sticky. Biomera wipes her hand on her robe. It will do. Yeah, that's why I find the irony of Horde biased a really weird thing. Yeah, sure, they'll give like Horde a whole bunch of victories, but they very much will mock and wreck Horde. I mean, think about it. We lost three war chiefs. So, and by the time Vulcan got to nothing as a war chief, despite he literally rose into popularity with the Mistim Hidari Cataclysm, and even now he's become the Loa of Kings. And it's done nothing. Bane has been very inconsistent with his character. Sarfang got killed off, which also sucks because not a lot of the good Horde characters. Like, that's why I find the irony of Horde biased. It's like, but really, I mean, when's the last time you saw an Alliance character go through something the Horde did? When an Alliance character goes evil, it's either not one of the main characters, they're possessed, or not in their right mind, or just inconsistent writing. It was a good thing we sought two sources of energy. With the contact active, the construct has not stirred. He likely has been inactive for a long time, while perhaps as long as Eredith has floated above Argus. Is Eredith not part of Argus? What a long, lonely vigil it must have been. Mary is silent for a moment as she peers at the construct. Go ahead and jostle it a bit. That combined with one last burst of magic ought to do the trick. I don't know. I remember this character. He's fun. What happened to all these characters? Damn. Damn. I seek the sigil of awakening. Also, remind me, who the hell leads the orc race? Is it Thrall? What the hell is his rank again? Because they got rid of the position of war chief. That's also something I'm kind of sad. The Horde storyline has been butchered so much, they no longer can have a war chief. They need a council. I, don't know, I think he is technically part. He is on the Horde council as the Orc leader, but just shows you he's basically gone from being the war chief, leader of the full Horde. He went to being a shaman of the Earthen Ring. To as then he lost his connection to the elements, which I wonder are they ever going to bring back as a plot point. That is something I will note WoW does do that I do feel is a little weakness. Storylines get kind of dropped. Yeah. Very soft stranger. Gatekeeper's challenge, tenacity. My master Archimonde was not known for his willingness to suffer indecision. He preferred to teach by rewarding frustration with more frustration, punishment with more punishment. Absolute conviction was required to succeed under him. Yeah. I got ads set for a while. They show up randomly. To be fair, I do think subscribers get without ads, but ain't something. You just said you can't hear me. Eh, I don't know if you're getting any of that. My master Archimage. I just read that. Emerge unscathed, and I will be forced to concede your will stronger enough to proceed. Cunning. Archimonde expected greatness from his pupils. Most of the imaginative minds, the most. Oh, wow, I don't recognize a word like that. Never fathom the deepest reaches of our magic. I doubt you can relate. The path to the left will take you to a set of three statues. Use them to collect a mark of cunning. To preserve the integrity of this trial, I will not be able to provide hits. If you do, by some miracle happen to succeed, I will formally recognize your brilliance. Mastery. Archimonde was an individual consumed by the pursuit of power. Yeah, it makes sense why he joined the Burning Legion. Only those who could match his lust would fare well under his tutelage. You will fight what remains You will fight what remains of Archimonde's greatest peoples. These three once held such power in their own disciplines that the community remembers them now. Their echoes will try to kill you. Best all three with your limbs intact, and I will recognize your strength. Ah, my favorite kind of challenge. Strength. Wait. Wow, he doesn't say anything for the rest of this? I don't think he was supposed to go silent on that. I love it how he whispers. Or she whispers, sorry. Grand Vizier Yarsa. I wonder who he's a reference to. Speak, stranger. I challenge you to a duel. Oh, maybe he's not the character I was thinking he was. You're unimpressed, I've nearly killed you. And now I ask you a question. How do you kill a ghost? Well, I didn't kill him, but still beat the living shit out of you, dude. Arc console. That's a weird one. I can still do this. Well, let's just say this. They all got pride. How long can your absorbing last? Who's number 3? High Awakener Aragon. I'll take it. Man, they all have arrogance. I love it, especially like they're so arrogant, but like he's barely done any lasting damage to me. Though, seeing how you lost, yeah, I am ready. God, this guy sounds like he'd be perfectly voiced by Alan Rickman. Oh, I'm going that way. See that you're either very fast or very persistent. Is it enough to prove your status? I wonder. Fiddle rum makes a noise akin to humming. Is the trial complete? I should really deal with these. All right. I suppose you'd like me to return you to the conversary's entrance. Yes, please. Wait for the response. Really, nothing? So you'd like me to return you to the conservator's entrance, please? No, I guess he just says, I cannot allow that. I think it's the reason why is just because he has no reason to do that. It is not part of his job protocol. Didn't I lose you? But yeah, he was a fun character. Also, I should probably take the time to do this real quick. I should. I'm just apathetic, especially because I feel like now my gear has gotten to the point I don't need it. But honestly, I'll do that while I'm here as well. Might as well see what better gear I can get. Especially a lot of this gear I think is not actually better than what I... Didn't I just put you on? Weird. Ah, well, then you're not strong enough for Argus. I think you need your gear to be 625, 625. Although I will be honest, I was still questing through Argus even when my gear wasn't that high. I think that's just something that it says, but it honestly is not as needed. What the hell is that? Why does that do that? Part of the reason I don't care for the gear anymore is just honestly do the treasure chest. It's just now it feels like I'm getting the treasure chest, but they don't give me anything that I need anymore. Like I'm rarely getting gear that actually is my level. Or like anything newer, I should say. Even this, like, as useful as it was, it didn't. Oh well, I raised my power. See, it just gave me gear that's utterly useless to me now because I can't actually. Oh no, it did work. Weird. All right, let's turn in what I came here to actually turn in. Yeah, I mean, like I said, despite it feeling, it's saying like, oh, your gear level will be too low. I found even with less than 625, I thought my gear was still. I thought I was doing pretty good with it. But whatever. I think it's a lot easier to get. Well done, Protodro. Mortar will be overjoyed to see these new data points. This world campaign. Our research says that power is only part of the equation. What one does with it is also of great importance. The people of the Broken Isles need a champion. Come to their aid and drive the Legion from their shores, and your legend will grow. Reader, choose to start where you choose to start is up to you. The Legion is everywhere, so one place is just as good as another. Let's see if we actually. Nope, that is. Let's collect this. This. Like that. We'll do one more of this guy. Get rid of everything. It looks like we should be able to get one more of these. Strong cloak. Alright. Now our gear's up. Hey, we're up to 32. 632. Alright, let's teleport right back into Argus. Now let's see if the quest I picked actually will do me any good, because I don't know if they counted Argus for Broken Isle zones. Alright. Try it. this is our task. Our hands bear the answer if you only ask. Two together can open the way. Three at one time will keep you at bay. Huh? Tree blessing? I think I'm forgetting something here. Oh, I get it. I need to make the color. That's what I need to do. I think I need... Okay, let me get rid of the red. Uh, yep. Okay. So now I need to make purple. That was orange. Not what I needed. Ooh, that. There we go. Now the final one is going to be orange, which means now I need to do red and blue. I don't remember this one, to be honest. Wait, no, I had it backwards. The other way around. Damn it, I'm forgetting how my colors work again. There we go. Let's kill this guy and then move on. All right, I do got another question, Craig Rock. Well, maybe you can think of an answer for this. What do you think the next remix is going to be? If they do another remix. I really hope they don't, because I'll be honest, Shadowlands was disappointing. But who knows? I don't know. If they can make it interesting, hey, power to them. I don't know. Maybe they'll go to a pass expansion. Gatekeeper's Challenge Tenacity. You may be worthy of the Confederacy's secrets if you survive that long. Nah, that's a world plus now. Display the mark of cunning or leave me alone. I mean, Shadowlands. It would have to be Shadowlands or Battle for Azeroth. Maybe Dragonflight if they were just going to continue with new ones. Oh, you were successful? Surprising. I must admit, I'm impressed. It seems you are not so easily deterred. Very well. Your deeds require for you to seek the sigil. To be clear, I'm only permitting you to move on. This does not guarantee your success. The greatest of your challenges lies before you. You must go to the Praetorium and face Archimonde himself. Only by defeating the Master of the Consistory you will be worthy of the sigil. If you have overcome this obstacle, I hope he does not make too much of a mess for you. I forget, is he technically killed off? Yeah, it wasn't a bit, especially compared to, say, like, Battle for Azeroth and Legion for its other storylines. There wasn't really given a reason why you had to be member of one of four covenants. And apparently, some classes covenants didn't make this most sense, which seems thematic for them. Like for example, my Death Knight, I joined the Maldraxxus one because that literally seemed like the best place for a Death Knight. I don't know. Shadowlands was all over the place. I mean, Dragonflight was Dragonflight itself was kind of weird as well with its story, if you ask me, but I feel like it had more of a consistency as well. Although I don't like, I will admit, I don't like how they treated Odin in that one. Getting the yawns. I'll be honest. I kind of wish they brought back the aspect of the Legion weapons that were part of it. The Legion power. Uh, I mean, I haven't hunted too much. I did buy my house on my Death Knight and like filled it, but after that, I haven't really done much with it. I haven't been compelled to do much with it. Plus, my focus has been again on remix and other things. Archimon might himself. What have we gotten ourselves into? I never felt power like this before. Mary handles the shard cautiously. We should get this to vent as soon as we can. I don't definitely think I did unlock technically a whole bunch of them. But like I said, I haven't done much with my house right now. It's more just it's not my focus. Like I said, my focus has been remix and yeah, plus the only thing mostly I've been doing on my main and an alt is just gathering doing delves weekly to and I think the reason for that is because they gave a whole bunch of achievements for it. Hell, I've gotten even some on just characters like this. Hell, if it shows me, oh, these are from mounts. I feel like I got some on just characters. Hell, this just shows me how many I have left: shaman, hunter, rogue, monk, and priest. I'm leveling a rogue and priest, but there was more I was looking for. I don't know. I feel like I saw one. Oh, I can get this if I keep doing that. That's good to know. Where was I? Oh yeah, I was gonna turn in the quest. Wow. I think I'm at. I don't know how far I am on that. I'm working through it though. I've been saving that weekly quest every Tuesday when the quests drop the tokens. I used to use them for the resources because I was using and throwing them on the auction house to make gold because I'm saving up as much for WoW tokens. Eh, I I don't care that much. Like the only add-on I really use is Super Guild Fast Guild Invite. That's only just for making sure I have a ready source for guildmates. The Seraph is too powerful to keep it out in the open. We must return to the Vidicar at once. The Prophet will know what to do. I did want to thank you, Kotojo. Without you, this would not be possible. Kotron would have ensured I never got near the sigil. Perhaps someday I will share that story with you. I'd love to hear that story. She waves for me to follow her? Oh, she's just going to go into there. It's also my fear, as I feel like, especially with new guildmates, I don't really have a lot of people who go through and add people in the guild. Which basically means, it's basically my best way of recruiting. Put this right here. Residual awakening. We're that much closer to restoring the crown of the Trinitive to its former glory. This is what unlocks. So I think maybe we got, what, one more quest line to go? Oh yeah, let's see if in my summary it will show you. Yeah, for example, this is what I was talking about. A whole lot of stuff. I also don't remember unlocking this. But yeah, you can get it from this. Yeah, whole bunch of things. How I have not done this, I have no idea. Like, I can understand how some of these guys I haven't gotten them all, but yeah. Well, looks like Illidan's got our next quest, but will we actually do the quest right now? Probably not. We'll probably save that for next episode. Also, damn, they need to give more Varicia some more to do. How the hell? Go to the remix. Yeah, you can see I got quite a few. Yeah, I haven't done these two. Although, what's weirdly, I already got what I was expecting the sword for these ones. I probably won't run all these. I'm surprised by this one though. But you can see I put in a lot of work in right now. If you're wondering what, yeah, I'm working on a priest and a rogue right now. I've been putting a lot of focus on these characters, especially. This is why I said the more you level a character. Look at this. I've got 217% experience game from the infinite power. Yeah, useful. Yeah. And right now my rogue I think is in level 60. Here, before I log, I'll actually make that. I'll show you my rogue right now who's being leveled, and I'll show you the priest as well. Because we're not going to do another quest. Just as a final little show off of what we got. Showing all my ults. Yeah, this is my priest. He's literally the newest one. I literally just made him because you got to get those. It's like I said, it helps. I have a lot of these alts. Like here's my priest alt, time runner priest. This is my rogue. He's 65. My demon hunter, warlock, druid, warrior, paladin. She's a red Draenei, mage, and Chronojo. Like I put up a lot of characters. Oh man, the rogue one is fun. I have to work. I have completed on this character. I literally did it just yesterday. I do have to get his class mount though. That's what I'm working on now. But yeah, I'm going to call it for the stream today. I hope you enjoyed our stream. Well, we won't be Legion remixing tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be playing a different game. Nah. That's a cool. My actual rogue, let's see if I can find him. Like the one I'm leveling outside of this. Let's see. Oh yeah, my actual Goblin rogue. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed our show, Tag Greg. I hope you can come and join another one of our streams. I appreciate the fun conversation. It's nice having when the chat talks, and I always enjoy the conversations. Plus, it's not nice to have someone else to geek out World of Warcraft. All right, on that note, especially because that's just going to keep repeating, I'm going to call it for the night, guys. So without further ado, I hope you enjoyed our show. Share, favorite, follow, like, spread it around. If you know others, I'm going to go back because that is a very annoying sound. And I think my charger just unplugged. Nope. That sounded just annoying. But where was I? Oh, yeah. If you enjoy the show, share, favorite, follow, like, spread it around. If you know others who'd be entertained by my show, send them my way. I will happily entertain you all. Also, don't forget to subscribe. It can only help out the channel. If you're wondering what the rewards for subscribing is, feel free to ask. I'll be happy to share. Also, I do have a YouTube channel, Quick Step the Green Knight. I should have this video up later tonight or by tomorrow if you want to check it out there as well, along with my other videos. So next time, this is the Night Show offline.